Hey everybody, you got Jada,
Liz,
Kai,
and Camille.
And we are calling all Boss Babaes and Creative Kabayan.
Tita Salita is here to redefine what it means to be Tita.
Clearly, I took a break.
You got all four today.
Yeah, we're complete, so I hope you take a break.
Yeah, we all needed one, right?
Yeah,
I feel like I need one right now.
We've been go. Our group chat's been quiet. That's how I know everybody's
It's true.
busy this week.
So call your bestie because today we're talking about friendship.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Sing the line.
Friends. How many of us have that?
Yes! Yeah.
That was good. You got into that.
I don't hear the original anymore. I hear Cam's voice when I hear that. When I think of that song.
We're going to jam out to it later.
Run the clip. Yeah.
That's our theme song for this segment now. Friends.
Actually, that's the real.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
Look out for it, guys. Look out for it.
Oh man, but I am happy. I always say this. I'm happy when it's all four of us.
I know.
So.
It's nice.
I missed you guys.
Yes.
I did.
Honestly, when Jada picked me up, I was like, I want to jump on your back.
Yeah.
Like, I was so giggle. I was so excited because I feel like it's just this like internal boost when I see you guys.
I agree. Yeah.
It's true.
So hi.
So what's up? What's new this week, y'all?
I don't know. Did you guys watch the gram?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, no, wait. No, not yet. Cut that out.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, so what's new? What's good, girl?
I'm painting as per usual.
Okay.
I have a mural going on downtown.
Yes.
So stay locked in. It'll be done in about
Locked
10
in.
days.
Can't wait. I love your little teasers on Instagram.
I
Me
know.
Oh my gosh. So
Kai
satisfying.
is the BTS queen.
Yeah,
okay.
she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Showing the process.
Wait, can I give a quick update?
Yeah.
Because you
Of
asked what's
course.
going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guys, I have successfully unsubscribed to like over 25 things.
Look at her go.
Hold
Atta girl.
on.
Atta
And
girl.
I've also been deleting as they come in.
Yeah.
Can we say
Okay, well,
growth?
Hello.
Growth.
Progress.
I also
Progress.
had a
the
lot of
taba.
time last week.
Trim the email to Ba.
Yeah. All areas.
All areas. So that's my update. Your turn.
Yay.
That's phenomenal.
So good.
That's phenomenal. Well, I've been busy.
Yes, ma'am.
Help. No kidding.
Send out.
Fire ablaze. It's fine.
I've been busy. I'm grateful though. It's a blessing to be busy. And I've been reading a lot of headlines. Naturally. There's a lot happening right now in the real estate world. I feel like there always is, but right now I will say the one that's on everybody's tongues is the foreign buyers ban that was extended.
What is that?
Foreign.
educate
How
us?
about a what?
Yeah, foreign buyers ban. So the official name, it's a long one, so it's here. The Prohibition on the Purchase of Residential Property by Non-Canadians Act.
Oh.
So this was an act that was enforced a few years ago, so that to limit the amount of to eliminate foreign buyer
buyers,
home
yeah.
ownership in Canada, because they were thinking it was contributing to the housing crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to
Clicking.
end. Right? You get it. Yeah, I know
Making
you've heard
sense
about
now.
it. I know you've heard about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So they were supposed. It was supposed to expire
Jada have the
end
same
at the
brain.
end of this year, but they've actually extended it to I believe 2027.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
nice.
so-
That's very good.
Because
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard all the rumors where it's like, oh, there's like a bunch of condos that are bought out,
And
but
they're
like
empty.
no one exactly.
Yeah, and they've implemented a few things to help combat that. Like they have the vacant home tax that just increased this year. I believe it's increasing to 4%. So if your home is vacant for more than 4 months or more than 6 months, then you have to pay the tax on the following year on the based on the price of your home on MPAC on your MPAC bill there.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing is, because you guys all said good, you all reacted good to the
Yeah.
extension, but I want to give you some statistics, okay?
okay.
Just a little
Okay.
bit of stats.
Okay.
The most recent available stats are from 2021 in Stats Canada, and Vancouver is leading the way to no surprise, I think,
course, yeah.
in foreign ownership at 4.3%. Okay. Next is Charlottetown with 3.5%. Yeah, Charlottetown. And
Where
then
is Charlottetown?
That one's in New Brunswick.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you for asking.
Interesting.
Yeah. Right?
I was assuming like Maritimes.
I was,
Yeah,
like,
it's in the
I was
Maritimes.
gonna be like,
Interesting.
Right,
Second.
now I'm questioning myself. And
I
then
think you're right.
third is us, Toronto, at
Toronto.
2.6%. So it's the numbers aren't staggering by
Yeah.
any means. And if anything, I would say that what we can learn from COVID, because that's when the ban started, is we contribut heavily
yeah.
to our own problem, right? Not just people, but also corporations. So I'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Well, with that said,
Yeah.
let's
Get
take a
educated
break.
with work with Camille.
Exactly. This smart cookie over here.
And we're just gonna touch on the Grammys. Did you guys watch it?
No.
I heard a lot about it, but I didn't watch it either.
What happened? I feel like
But I
kinda
heard
like-
a lot happened.
all of a sudden there's like headlines about Taylor Swift and
Yeah.
Drake.
Oh,
or
okay. No,
something.
I
okay,
saw
okay,
that.
okay.
I'm offended. Also, yeah, like hello, Celine,
Yeah.
our national treasure,
Yeah, she
our
like
queen,
kinda like punk.
and she,
Canada's
apparently
songbird.
right? Taylor Swift apparently when she came on stage to accept her
Snubbed
award,
her?
like basically took the
Didn't
award
even
from her,
acknowledge
but
her.
didn't acknowledge her, but it kind of acknowledged like everybody else on stage.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, I did hear
Yeah.
that on a podcast that I listened
wonder-
to.
So
Why?
offended.
That's crazy.
Not even that Celine's Canadian, but she is like
Legendary.
Nah, she
My
is.
heart will go on.
Iconic.
Yes. Yes.
Come on.
she's
That
iconic.
alone.
She's like Whitney iconic.
Yes.
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 Like she's one of the
100%.
greatest voices of this time.
Yes.
So
Facts,
like
facts.
you're rude.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a little take on that because I did
Go for
read
it.
something
Okay,
about
okay.
it. Right? I didn't know what happened. So what I read is maybe she did it because she's just recovering from stiff person syndrome. And apparently one of the things is you can't startle someone with a physical reaction. So if she were to hug her, that would be considered like a startle and she could like have an episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And she knew that when
Interesting.
she got the award?
Well, because this is her first public appearance, I believe.
Yeah,
Maybe
like
that's
Celine had a
Yes,
moment
yes,
with that.
yes.
from
Yeah.
recovering.
And she looked
yeah.
good.
She looks
she looked
fantastic.
amazing.
I would-
From the
Good.
pictures I saw.
Interesting.
Like I'm sad I
Yeah.
haven't seen her live. I want to see her live.
Yeah.
Next concert, guys.
Yeah, next concert. I'd be so down. Celine,
Okay, well,
we
that
love
makes
you.
sense.
Yeah,
now.
but
Right?
I
I don't know. Who knows, right? I don't know Taylor Swift either. So
I also know Taylor's team works very hard.
PR. Yeah.
Her PR team is
They know everything.
unreal because basically something came out on the not so PG rated with her and the Chiefs. It was AI developed, but like you can't
yikes.
even find that. Like the moment it was dropped, it was clean. You can't find it. Like
Oh.
her,
Wow.
her team is on it.
Oh, yeah.
So like what I'm saying is to circle back to that. I'm like,
That's a cop out.
is that a cop out?
Could be. Could be. Yeah.
Because that could be developed just like you could wipe something, you can create something just to support her movement. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I did
she-
like- oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go. You-
Oh no! I had scroll brain. I was about to jump.
As far as to answer your question
Yeah.
though, I feel like I never actually watch the Grammys. I watch it through Instagram posts.
I get the highlights.
Yeah, I just get the
I
highlights.
just watch it
yeah.
on Instagram posts. It's been
Yeah.
a while since I've actually like sat and watched any award ceremony.
But did you guys watch the video of Miley singing? And she was like, "I just won a Grammy," and she was like, "You guys didn't see it?
Oh, no,
my-
I didn't
It was
see that.
so good.
Oh, yeah?
she won, I
Okay.
think, for best song of the year. or
Miley
something.
Cyrus?
Yeah, for
I like Miley. I'm a Miley
Flowers
fan.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not like hardcore, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
the main ones that come out. Yeah, like that song.
I would
like.
say this is why I stopped watching award shows because I don't know anything about these people. As soon as they started like with artists that I'm just like,
Who's that?
they're
Yeah.
the same age as me or like younger. I'm like,
Yeah,
where's
yeah.
Boys to Men?
Yeah.
Are they gonna make an appearance?
Yeah.
I'm
you know.
dead.
Yeah.
I love Jay-Z's speech though.
I was just gonna
that's
say,
the clip I
whoa,
did
whoa,
see
whoa.
from
What was
the
that
Grammys.
about?
speech.
What
That
was it
was a
about?
speech.
I have to watch it
Really?
after.
I know, right? He's a good speaker.
Basically, like Beyonce has won over 7 or 8 Grammys.
No, she had like 32 or something like that. Like
No,
the
sorry,
most
yeah,
amount
you're right.
of
She's had
Grammys.
the most
That
amount of Grammys, but has never won album
album
of the year.
of the year.
Oh wow.
And then everybody kind of like chuckles in the room, and he goes like, when I get nervous, I tell the truth.
Yeah.
And he was like, I know everybody. I said something like, and then like Blue was beside him.
He was
and,
like,
held her
she looks
hand.
nervous.
Yeah. He's like, she's probably nervous. What
Oh
I'm
my
gonna say next,
goodness.
but it was honestly, it was an honest truth or honest speech. It was
mean,
authentically him.
Yeah.
And I was all for it.
But what did
And
he win?
What did he win?
Oh, sorry. Go on.
We
what was
should
the
know that.
speech
That
for?
was
Hold on. The hip
also-
hop icon accepted the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award at the 2024 Grammys.
There's also speculations on that as well.
Oh, here we
So
go.
the speculation was that originally and this is something I heard from another podcast. Don't quote me, guys. Don't come for me. I'm Team Jay-Z too.
Okay.
That it was originally supposed to go to Diddy.
Oh.
Ooh,
What?
spicy.
Oh, but because of all the...
Because of all the
Controversy.
controversy.
I am not a fan.
I am not a fan. I mean, I would have been Team Jay-Z regardless.
Yeah, all day.
Yeah.
But
Before
supposedly, like they were saying, like that the Grammys would have been like a whole Diddy show.
Diddy Fest.
Yeah.
Oh.
Diddy Fest. But because of everything that happened.
Oh, I see. They would have done all
you
these
better
tribute
not.
songs to him back in the day,
Yikes.
Biggie days.
Yeah.
And then they
Yeah,
scrapped
yeah,
that. Oh, gotcha.
goodness.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot is.
But you
I
didn't
feel like
hear
it-
that from
I feel like
me.
a lot is
True.
gonna come get unleashed.
I heard that on
Hollywood,
Rory
trust
and
me.
Mal. Just to quote, okay?
I can see that happen. They're probably like, damage control.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Edit.
I'm dead.
He deserved that though. But the most important part of his speech, just to bring it on a higher note, he was pretty much saying like, before you actually get awarded and for the accolades in your life and all that, is you have to just keep showing up. You have to keep showing up.
I love it.
Yes.
You want- I can read a verbatim right here.
Yes, and action.
I wish I could do the Jay-Z voice. I'm kidding. I couldn't. You couldn't pay me to do that. Okay, outside of that, we got to keep showing up and forget the Grammys for a second. Just in life, as my daughter just sits and stares at me, nervous as I am, just in life, you just got to keep showing up. Just keep showing up. Forget the Grammys. You got to keep showing up until they give you all those accolades you feel you deserve, until they call you chairman, until they call you a genius, until they call you the greatest of all time.
Boom.
Mic drop.
Got chills.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, that was a
Beautiful.
moment. I really
Awesome.
like that speech a lot.
So yeah,
Love that.
I didn't watch the Grammys, but I know what's going on.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh man, this is gonna take such a left turn. But speaking of celebrities,
What?
y'all see that Drake footage though?
No.
I'm scared because the last time you said that was about Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh my God. I'm scared.
And you caught me
now,
way off
Jay.
guard. Now I'm
All
just
right,
gonna look the other way. 'Cause
Okay,
I don't
so
know.
somebody sent me the link. The link is taken down, so PRT.
Yeah,
no, they
of
took it
course.
down.
Wow.
What was it?
But the thumbnail is still there, so
Oh,
I just sent it to the group chat, so y'all can take a look at
Oh,
that
no,
because
I'm
this is still
scared.
daytime television.
Oh my gosh. I'm scared.
what?
I don't even.
So
I want to
Drake,
close it without.
Like,
seeing
he
it.
did that to himself? Like,
No, apparently it got
So-
leaked. It got leaked.
Oh my
So of course, the internet is undefeated. The internet is having a
Camille,
field day.
Oh my God.
We gotta clean our phone now. We gotta clean
Okay.
I'm not
Can we-
opening it back up.
No,
Can we
I
just-
need to delete that now, Jay, please.
It's already
And be
downloaded
careful
in my
if it saves
pictures.
into your
Yeah, I
photos.
think it automatically saves to my.
Okay, to be fair, Jada asked you guys, and you guys both were
I mean,
like,
I did
I
not
didn't ask for you to send it to the group chat, bro.
no. What happened was she was like,
I was like, do you want me to ask?
"Do you want me to ask?" And you guys were like, "No, I want to be surprised. I want to be surprised." And then me and her,
see that now.
me
Oh my
and Jada are laughing because we know what it is.
Oh my
And then you're like, "No, don't tell me. I actually want to be like seriously surprised."
I mean,
Now they're gonna be wary anytime I ask them if they want to be
Right?
surprised.
I'm just gonna say no.
Yeah, me too. Next I'll be
No,
like,
thank you.
Yeah.
No, thanks.
I'm dead.
Wow, that's
That was
intense.
funny. That was my
intense.
first time seeing that too, though. I wasn't expecting.
Was
that.
he at the Grammys? Like, is that?
I don't know. I didn't see any footage of him at
Does
the
he have a book
Grammys.
coming out?
I also
Yeah.
take the Grammys with like a grain of salt now too, because it's also like
I really love
the whole
awards.
voting system.
Yes, I
Popularity
want to know
contest.
how they choose it, especially based on and I'm not even like hardcore like
Yeah.
beehive, but like that
Sorry,
that
Jada.
science in
No,
itself.
That's fine. Not no offense taken, but
She threatens me in the car sometimes. What do you call it when you're like?
Oh, the Bagency?
Yeah.
If you say you
Oh
don't like
my
Beyonce, the Bagency will come and get you.
Yeah. She'll like say that to me in the car, and I'm like,
They're coming.
really?
It's her. She's the agency.
Anything to your point, Anna, though, I will say when it comes to award shows, I'm really there for like the fashion.
Yeah.
Okay.
The makeup, the hair.
That's what I'm there for. And performances, depending on the type of show.
Yes.
But like
who
in terms
wins.
of like winning like awards, obviously it's like great to be acknowledged. But sometimes, you take it with a grain of salt because of who decides these awards, right?
Like, who are the-
Like there's even awards where like the artist themselves is like, "Are you sure?" Like, They were surprised that they should have gotten the award. Yeah. Like that's happened before.
Exactly.
Yeah. And we're talking friendship, and I'm super excited to be here for this episode because I missed the last one. You guys covered day ones, day twos. What I want to ask is, how have you guys? What makes a successful friendship in where they're able to sustain through different periods in your life?
Oh.
As far as like
Yeah.
long term, like what allows it to be able to surpass all those stages? Graduate to the next, unlock the next level.
Love. No, I'm just kidding. I think, well, obviously, like that love for each other, but I think there definitely needs to be that sense of like honesty and willingness to be vulnerable
Yeah.
with each other, and a willingness to stay connected and work on the relationship.
So would you say that's what allows it to remain constant? Because obviously everything's always ever evolving, changing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what are the things that are important that allows it to still stay the same?
I think space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And understanding it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because,
Understanding of that space.
you know, like you're not together 24/7 like you are in your 20s or, late teens. You just need the space to get things done or figure it
Yeah.
out, right? Like,
Yep.
and sometimes it's lonely. Like sometimes you get a bit lonely, but
Yeah.
your friends are there and they're probably going
When
through
it
the
matters.
same thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Yeah. And being able to make the time to reconnect again,
Yeah,
like making
exactly.
the decision to reconnect again. Because you always hear that expression, like, it feels like we haven't seen each other in so long, but it feels like you never left, you
Yeah.
know?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
that, having those moments with your friends.
I feel like that's like a true indicator.
It is.
Right?
I was
Where,
just
like,
gonna
when you
say,
can, like, it doesn't matter how much time
you can
has
pick up.
passed. It's like you guys can, exactly, pick up where you left off.
Exactly.
Oh, jinx.
and
it's like we're friends or something.
and through your process of growth, they're cheering for you from afar.
Yeah.
Get a room.
They don't have you don't have to see them every day, but they they see what you're doing, and they're just like giving you like their support, their encouragement, letting you know that they're still there, even though you're not on the phone anymore as often, right? And just knowing that whether it's good or bad, that you can still go to them,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
and it's like no time has passed.
Yeah.
I think also a strong indicator that quote, those that matter don't mind and those that mind don't matter.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like I feel like we've all went through friendship breakups where a lot of the time it doesn't work because there's an expectation that is put there.
Yeah, true.
And when you're not living up to the expectation, it becomes like
The sore.
the thing that what is that saying?
The straw that breaks the camel's back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because now you constantly feel like you're disappointing someone, but really what you are doing is looking out for yourself.
Yes.
And I feel like real friends wouldn't not want that for you.
Yeah.
For sure. But then that's also why I brought up, that's why it's so important to then, you also kind of spoke to it too, Liz, like in terms of like, that could happen, but then as long as there is that willingness from both sides to reconnect or
Yes.
work on the relationship.
And be
Yeah,
vulnerable
talk
and have
about
the
it.
conversation.
Exactly,
Exactly.
How do you show gratitude for your friends?
Actually, I was going to say, I was like, I think now that we're like mature, to your point, we're like not in our 20s and like running all over the place. But like as you get older, our relationships mature. And I think it's also important to know and learn not only your own love languages, but their love languages, right? Because then that also plays a factor in how you choose to spend time with them or invest
True.
your time with them as well.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
My biggest way to show gratitude, I would say, is time spent. And usually that time spent is eating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Food's
Right,
always
like-
a good
100%.
connector.
I
Yeah,
agree.
it
I'm
is.
If
with
we're at
that.
your house or,
Quality time is a big one for me
Yeah.
too.
Huge. Yeah.
Especially because time is so limited.
exactly.
So if exactly what you said. If I'm giving it to you, it's because I value time with you.
Absolutely. And even taking a moment to celebrate them on like maybe their birthday or their accomplishments.
Yeah.
Just giving them a shout and be like, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
You know, like that's how I show gratitude to my friends. Just for still being around, or, you know, just be a cheerleader for them.
I think cheerleader is big.
Yeah.
The words "I'm so proud of you" will never get old.
Never.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because sometimes you forget to even tell yourself that you're. So when you hear from someone,
Yeah. No, for sure.
you know, they'll be like, I'm like, oh, thanks. Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
In what ways do you think friendship has contributed to your growth, like your personal growth, your personal development? I can even answer that right now.
Yeah,
Off the
go.
rip, as soon as I asked it, I'm like, I think about this podcast. I think about this podcast and how terrifying it was. I know it was terrifying for all of us, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, no, it was the most terrifying for me.
Yeah.
But honestly,
most
guys,
scared.
I really couldn't have done it without like you guys. And I think the personal growth on like just accepting what I'm saying, accepting what I feel, and putting it out there on Front Street for everyone to hear. I think that came from the support from you guys. So
For sure.
thank you, friends.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, your turn.
I don't know.
How has it helped you?
For me, I just knowing that I have friends that
That says it all, doesn't it? Right?
It does.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have to say anything.
It's true.
Yeah.
We warned each other to get tissues.
Yeah.
We did
Yeah,
not.
we did.
We did
I
not
did wear
deliver.
waterproof
honestly,
today.
I had like a really bad day this morning, and the first people I thought to call were you guys.
Oh my gosh.
Liz.
Not because I was gonna bail, but also because I was like, because I was like, they're gonna tell me what I need to hear. That's why. Like they're gonna tell me what I need to hear to pick up my pants and get through the day.
Wow.
Yes.
You know. So
We'd also hold your pants for you.
Yeah.
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 And I
Like,
was
straight
like,
up.
let's cry together. Like,
I was like,
but like
we're gonna
that,
cry
right?
together.
Like
We got you.
Oh
I
man.
don't even remember the question anymore. What was the question?
How has your friend? It doesn't matter.
No, that-
it doesn't.
But yeah.
But I think that's why it's so important to have friends, because of like, first of all, we're all human. We're all gonna have those hard days. And to your point, sometimes we forget to tell ourselves things, right? So having
Yeah.
that support system, it's a small action with big effect and
effect.
or big impact.
Yeah.
To motivate and push us along.
And friends see us for who we are. Like
Yes.
to piggyback off what
Yeah.
you said, it's like sometimes we forget.
Yeah.
We forget our strengths, especially when
do.
we're feeling weak. We forget our attributes and who we are sometimes. And our friends see us as that.
Yeah.
That's who
Yes.
we really are.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
we forget,
and
it's
then
a
y'all
perfect
need to be
reminder.
told about those strengths
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
the time. All the time.
She's making like really intense eye contact with me. I don't want to like
Stop it.
Yeah. And I think like friends, just like real soul friends, just know what to say or just how to look at you,
Yeah.
and you're comforted,
Yeah. Liz, I love you.
I love you, Liz.
I love you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I love this. This is a moment.
Let's get donuts later.
Let's go get food.
You
Shout
deserve
out
a
Isabella
donut.
at Scarborough.
Isabella's donuts, the best
Yeah.
donuts.
Oh man.
So yeah, just for you guys watching, you obviously now see that this friendship is raw and real and homegrown, and support is important.
Very much so.
I've totally like now in like the state of gratitude, and I'm forgetting that we're recording. And I'm like, oh my god, I love that. I just want to like write in my journal now.
Oh man. Also, like, I don't want to say like I'm an empath, but like I feel like vibes and energy are such a. I know that sounds like airy fairy sometimes.
It's true.
No.
But like sometimes it's like, yeah, your support systems, they know what to say.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't even need anything to be said.
It's true.
You know,
Yeah,
you
it's
just
so
need
true.
someone
You
with
need
you
to
or
share
sitting with
space.
you. Yeah. Or just a space to unleash, share. Whichever.
I also feel like to piggyback off that, you can read someone's spirit. Like I know when my spirit doesn't take someone. Like
Instantly.
instant, like stay away.
You're like,
Yeah.
something's not sitting right.
Yeah.
Like
I feel off.
even it's not even like limited to friendship. It's just
in general.
Just people in general.
on,
Yeah.
on
100%.
site yesterday. There's like mass amounts of people, and I knew instantly from energy who I could have a conversation with and who was giving me like, I don't know, I just felt something.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
there's a block there.
Yeah, there's a block. There's an uncomfortability that exists.
Trust that. Trust it for
Always.
sure.
Sure.
Trust it when you talk to people. Trust when
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
don't feel good.
Intuitions,
Yeah,
yeah.
intuition for sure.
So it's not airy fairy, and I'm stealing that word.
Yeah.
I've never heard that
fun
before
word.
in my life.
Oh man. But yeah, check in on your friends, yo.
Check in on your
Check in
friends.
on your
Check in.
friends.
I want you to think about a time when a friendship ended abruptly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of those.
What did you learn about friendships during that time, and how did that shape friendships for you going forward?
abruptly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She raised her hand.
Do you mean abruptly as in without any kind of context, or abruptly as in this needs to dead now?
I think either or, because
Yeah,
there's so
either
many
or.
different ways, right? Like
Okay,
that.
okay.
I feel like any friendship I've had that's ended abruptly, it was because it was with someone newer, or like I didn't finish your sentence, did I? You were thinking something else. No, I feel like anytime it's been abruptly, it's like someone who was like maybe newer, and then it just got to that point where we're like, okay, actually,
This is
I feel
for
like
the
it's
long
like,
term.
yeah, it's just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
this is not gonna be a long term thing, and then we just cut it. Like
Yeah.
that's abrupt to me. I've had like arguments or like moments where like we stopped talking, but it wasn't like it was because we needed the space or had to figure stuff out, whatever. But like, yeah, I can't think of one where I'm like it ended abruptly with someone that I actually cared and there was like some kind of resolve or.
I think the one I remember the most that I don't, it was abrupt as in it definitely needed to end. But I think when something needs to end and it's like no method to that, it has to end, it's because it's been spewing for a while. Like it was going in that
Like
direction.
you're dragging it, yeah.
But you almost don't know how. Friendship breakups are hard.
They
and
are.
it's
They
actually a thing, but how do you, it's not the same in a relationship where you can have like that heart to heart and say, you know what, maybe this isn't working. Like friendship breakups are a little bit, I feel like I've never successfully ended a friendship, like had a conversation where it's a mutual, like, this isn't gonna work.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
think
When you put it in that way,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
like
So
that,
usually when
but-
it ends, it's because it's usually going in that direction.
Yeah.
And what I've learned is that you need to honor that feeling of it. This is not A, like you said, not for the long term.
Yeah.
And B, this is not someone I see in my life 5 years from now.
Right.
2 years from now.
Yeah.
When I think about, when you manifest like your life 10 years from now and how that looks like, if you don't see those people there, I mean, I think that's as simple as how I envision it.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Like I don't see me celebrating any more birthdays with you. Like I don't see you at my wedding day. I don't see you with my family. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's that
yeah.
simple.
Well, I've had friendships like different stages of my life and different places I've worked, right? You start to kind of develop friendships with people in different places, different environments, different, and I think for me, when it ends, it might be because I left that workplace and we just decided not to carry on the friendship, which is fine, because maybe that friendship was only supposed to be in that period of your life or in that environment so that, you could have a good day at work or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it didn't need to be like you come to my house for dinner.
Right.
But
Yeah,
still,
yeah.
they were your friends at work, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
And I
sure.
think like there's very few friendships that penetrate all areas of your life. You have friendships in here, there, and everywhere, right? And are they friendships or are they just kind of like
acquaintances?
Yeah, acquaintances,
Yeah.
you know, where you just kind of like develop a relationship, a working relationship.
Yeah.
It becomes friendly. But friendship, I think friendship is more profound. So if it did end abruptly, something went down.
Fair, yeah.
Something went down.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm never ever closed like to reopening friendship.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because you grow, and the only way it would not reopen is if like
They did some really
something
dark-
really,
Something really
Yeah.
something
stuff.
really
Yeah.
dark.
Yeah.
There's no turning back.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's like few and far between, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
I feel like
Yeah.
anything family related, you've burned bridge. Like you burned
Oh,
bridge.
yeah.
Yeah. There's a line not to be crossed.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a line not to be crossed. So when
yeah.
there's family involved,
Yeah, in friendship.
I felt that
Yo,
side.
yeah, no, honestly.
other than that,
I'll
like
say
you
that
said,
as
I'm a little bit more open.
I haven't partaken in that drama, but I feel like as a spectator, you're right. Like there's sometimes it's like you could, you'll want them to mend and fix it, but
No.
you know what went down or what has been
Yeah,
said or
there's-
whatever has been done, and it's like, and then you also know the personality, so you're also like, yo, there's like.
Yeah,
it's
there's
gonna
just
take something miraculous to really bring these two together. Or something. You know,
AKA
honestly,
nothing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
oh
Yeah,
man,
there's just
family
certain
love.
things.
That's another week, but a different type of love for sure.
And I also think like as friends, you know your friends and you know what would be like the no negotiating. Like when you cross this line, that is when you are
That's
complete.
it.
Yeah, that's it.
Kaput.
Yeah, that's no man's land. Like
Yeah.
you know what you did. Like
Yeah.
you really
You know
went
what you're
there.
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
Okay. So I guess before it gets to that point then, like how do you handle conflicts or disagreements of any kind within a friendship?
I mean, you guys know me. I'm very communicative. So I will just let you know how I feel.
Yeah.
Like whatever it sounds like, whatever it makes you feel like. I'm gonna just say it because, for me, if a conversation gets ugly, maybe you need it to go there to heal. For me,
True.
And if we cannot come after a big fat disagreement and we cannot come to some place of peace together, then maybe it needed to end. I don't know, right? But at the end of the day, if you are my friend, I will give it to you straight. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like I think that's just how friendships really should be.
For sure.
facts. Facts.
I've taken two approaches. I've done the I'm like let's just show up, like make time for each other in a private space, and let's just like get it out and just talk it through, whatever. And there's also been times where I'm like, I really need to process it. There's a lot of emotions that I want that arise. I need to let that subside. And then I also don't want to show up because like there's a lot of emotion involved. I also don't want to show up to a conversation and then also come off like babbling and all over the place. So I've used the tool of like writing it down or journaling. Like I'll just like spew it, like grammar aside, all that, just like write it straight, get it all out, and then well, more so type it out, and then I organize my thoughts.
Yeah,
So I know that sounds like super technical.
No, I love that.
But it's
That's
so
great.
that I know I'm really clear going into this this conversation,
Right.
which I know is already emotionally charged.
I love that.
We can bring it back to like, okay, if you were to leave this conversation, these are the three things I need you to know.
These are
Right.
actually
Like, you know
why
what
I'm
I mean?
upset.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
you're kind
Because
of
like
it
when I
will
need-
it will excel
Yeah.
to like
Yeah.
way more than it is.
Actually, that's important. Like
I'm gonna
a
do
process
that.
for some
Yeah.
people.
I like that.
Because when friendships are involved and there's like contention, it's important to separate the emotions
Yes.
from the problem.
Exactly.
That
Like,
way,
what is the actual point
what is
here?
the
What are we
actual
talking
problem?
about here?
What are
Exactly.
we actually trying to resolve?
Yes.
Yeah.
What is
So
the
we-
problem
yeah.
so we can find a solution?
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because a lot of people kind of just talk just to be heard or even just to talk, right? And sometimes things don't need to be said. Obviously, it can't always you can always avoid that, right? But like sometimes I personally feel like things don't have to be said. Like I don't always, not trying to hurt anybody, not intentionally, right?
Yeah.
So like I do my best to be selective about what I'm saying because I want it to reflect to all of your points, like the problem,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a true genuine issue. Like
Yeah.
where is the friction? Let's
Yes,
get to that,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Like I don't really,
Pick the battle.
right?
Yeah, pick the battle.
100%.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
personally don't like to get very upset. I don't like to get upset. I don't want to experience these things. I don't want
I
those.
hate confrontation.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh man,
I love it.
I don't like it.
And
I don't take offense to that.
Let me reiterate. I love conversation.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And I feel like the problem with,
I value conversation.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a few letters difference, but I feel like a lot of people are so like, confrontation reminds me of ego. I'm not here to talk about ego. I don't want to talk about my ego. If your ego is out here shining, that's fine too. I'm going to de-escalate and it's going to turn into a conversation. Like I'm so passionate about the conversation.
Solution.
You know what I mean? Like
You
I'm
want a
so
solution.
solutions focused that I'm going
Yeah.
to be committed to the conversation.
Yeah,
100%.
I like
you know?
that.
Yeah.
That's a great way to look at it. Yeah.
I think
because I was gonna say the same thing, and I was like, yeah, you're right though. Because if you're walking into it solution based, you're not looking at it from, oh great, a confrontation.
Exactly.
You're looking at it like, how can I mend this, or how can this come out in a positive light?
Yes. Yeah.
And I think both parties have to come with that attitude.
Yes.
Because if
For
one
sure,
person's not and
for
the other person
sure.
is, it's not going to get solved.
Yeah, it doesn't always
man.
work.
Oh,
Yeah.
Doesn't always
It can
work.
be draining.
I feel like we can all relate to that one, whether it's even a friendship or whatever. You have that conversation, and you know you're keeping your calm, you're making your points, and you say something, and then they just say something in response. It's like,
You lose.
are you even listening to me?
Yeah, 100%. They were just waiting for you to
like, we are totally on different pages. Like,
And then your whole collection of self is completely out the window.
Yeah.
oh man.
Yes,
It's true.
exactly.
I mean, we were just talking about on break that, when you're young, you have so many friends, right? You grow up like in different friend groups, sports, extracurriculars, church, I don't know, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Then as you get older, that circle becomes super small, super intimate,
Yeah.
But like, if you think about it, you still have friendships with some of those people, right?
Yep.
So as an adult living your whole life now, how do you determine which friendships, which friends get your time, right? Without compromising the quality of your other ones, or without offending other ones, or how do you decide?
That's an easy one.
Right? I
Okay.
think so too.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's the easy one. Alignment.
Okay, got it.
Why is Jada laughing? It is a lot. Okay, for
Okay.
example,
Start.
like
Elaborate.
if let's say we're childhood friends, we've known each other however long, we're still cool, we still show love, but I have a lot of things going on right now that you might not personally A, understand, B, I know that you're maybe dealing with a different spectrum of problems. When I say alignment, it means you have friends where you update a little bit more daily. They know what's going on. So let's say you're going through something and now you are able to carve out space. Are you going to carve out that space to have to update everything that's going on? Or are you going to talk to the people that you talk to regularly?
Right.
That's what I mean by alignment. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
To me, I feel like I follow alignment in the sense of like, I agree. Okay, how do I say this? Like, you have your friends that you do talk to regularly, but then, I don't know, I guess.
It also depends what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like necessity.
Like,
right?
I
out of
have art
necessity.
friends
True, yeah.
that I might not necessarily talk to about other more personal things. And then you have friends you can talk to about everything, i.e. you guys, right? And then you have friends that you could only talk. A lot of it is you're more honoring your history and how you've been friends for so long. It's not really present day. You're kind of like, you catch up and you're talking about what was.
Okay, you just like struck a nerve with
Interesting.
me. Because
Yeah.
you made me think, like, I used to kind of pride myself on being someone that anyone can talk to about anything. And I remember not so long ago, I want to say like maybe 3 years ago, a friend called me. I was obviously sleeping, but they called me at like midnight, and my phone's on D&D. Like, I have my schedule.
All
My
day.
phone is scheduled.
Yeah.
Like, like I didn't see it until the morning.
schedule?
I know, right? I didn't see it till the morning. And then there was also a text message accompanying it saying like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I was just going through something. I needed someone to talk to. And like, part of me felt guilty. But also, part of me kind of realized that I'm not that guy. I'm not the guy that you call at 3 a.m. I'm sharing a bed with my husband. There's a 4-year-old in my house. Like, I'm not that guy. You know, like, part of me felt guilty for that. And I don't know I don't know if I'm answering your question, but that's just kind of what came to mind for me. It's just like
it doesn't align with your life.
It doesn't align with my life.
Right.
There we go. It doesn't align with my life. And
everybody laughed at me.
And I just don't have that many.
I needed to understand.
You know, people that I feel accountable to, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. Because I do have those friends that I've been friends with forever, and I don't update them all the time. Our cadence is like maybe quarterly. We have a group chat. Like there's a thing, right? Like we have a cadence, and then there's you guys. Like we see each other more regularly. We're just caught up. Like we're aligned. We're aligned.
Yes.
And when there's something going on, like I need to change a filming day. You know, because my duties have changed or whatever. Like that's just what it is. So
yeah. Like if anything, it's like maybe I'm not talking to them all the time, but like as life goes on, I feel like you'll either have reminders or something that'll pop up that'll remind you of that person, and then that will strike a chord to be like, you know what? I haven't seen them in a while.
Let me check on my friend.
Let me go make plans with them. Or check in at the very least.
Yeah.
But
I do like honoring the whole, like when someone does pop up in your mind, you should definitely
100%
send people their flowers before they're not able to get them.
yes.
And
So
whether you
important.
guys have conversations often or not so often, I think that when someone comes up in your mind, you should let them know, and you should let them know why. I think it's always important to let people know that you're thinking about them.
Yeah. 100%. And I always see this quote online. It's like something about like not everybody's your friend. We have to start learning that people are your coworkers, your, this and that, and
Church
that not
and
everybody is your friend.
Yeah.
Cordiality versus actual like intimacy, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
And then you know who those people are, who are your real friends, you know?
Yeah.
I also think in work environments, though, when you're in daily work environments, it's easy to need an outlet and then blur those lines. Because I know what you're talking about. Like, you get close with these people, but when you leave that workspace, you realize that's not really my friend. That was my friend by environment basis only.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I was talking to someone about this last night. We were talking about like workplaces and how they use, detouring a little bit, but kind of related, like workplaces that utilize like family within their like culture. And sometimes it's like there's the opinion of like, we're one family, we love each other, we work together. But then there's the other side where it's like, but it's still a place of business. Like we don't have to be a family. We can be like a really good performing team.
Right.
Like sport, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like,
exactly.
Different core values, different companies.
Yeah, that's true,
right?
true. 100, yeah, for sure. Okay, one more question. What boundaries do you think are essential to maintain in mature friendships, and how do we ensure we respect them? You know, as we're getting older and our friendships are, like how do we,
I think respect for livelihood. I know I just said like, someone called me and I was like, I felt guilty for not being that guy anymore. It was just like holding a mirror up. But at the same time, I feel like if you're my friend, you know not to call me.
Right.
Like, you know not to call me. Like, I can't be there for you that way. I'm sorry.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
because I've never looked at the time past 8:30 and been like, whoa, it's way too late to call Camille. Like, we know Camille.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm vocal about it.
Shoot her a message if anything.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
But don't expect a response.
Don't expect a response after a certain time.
I'm tired, man.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Right?
Yeah, I think just like not having expectation in friendship.
Also, as we get older, though, I think sometimes it just needs to be said. Like it needs to be communicated
100%.
as well, right? If you need
100%.
something, maybe the friend didn't know. Well, now you know.
Yeah, now you know.
Call me after, right?
That's
like,
true. That's true.
Sometimes you
You
just
know.
need to be
Yeah.
straightforward with
It's
what you
true.
need or what you're looking for as well in your friendships.
Yeah.
We're too old. I don't like to
And
say
that
that,
too.
but like
Yeah,
we're too
like-
old to be like skirting around issues. Like I
Yes.
don't have time for that. Just tell me.
This is
To
not
your
a
point
guessing
earlier,
game,
just
yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to be mad that you need time to yourself.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Right.
Yeah, and then it's also communication is big because don't expect me to know otherwise.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm not a mind
exactly.
reader.
Yeah.
You know that.
Like you're really great at communicating. Like we were instant friends, but like when I don't even want to say went through things, but like Jada would like have conversations with me about feelings or whatever, and I'm like, oh, this is so healthy. What a healthy friendship.
friendships.
right.
I
So
want more
healthy.
just healthy,
Just
comfortable, easy,
translucent.
Yes.
Yes, just
communicative, supportive, just easy friendships, you know, where we
Shout
have no
out.
expectations from each other. And if we need to change something, we pivot and everything's okay.
Yes.
No, honestly.
Right?
100%.
Yeah, and I think that's the sign of a mature friendship, really.
I agree.
That we can just be like,
respected boundaries.
yes.
Healthy.
Transparency,
Exactly.
clarity,
Honest. Supportive.
Exactly.
All the
cheerlead,
things.
Yeah, cheerlead.
space,
Oh, space.
Yes.
space.
That's it. Those are the best
Silence.
friendships. Yeah. Yeah.
Sharing space.
Because life is crazy. Like, I know we say that every week, but it's like, we're so busy. Like,
Yes.
you know, the last thing we want to do is also be like trying to juggle all, like, your friendships at the very least, you
Yeah.
know? Like,
Yeah.
these are your friends that you should be able to go to.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get so busy, if you don't take a break, your body will make you take a break. So,
But also knowing too when your friend who you know needs you. You
Yes.
gotta know that tell too.
Very,
right?
very, very,
Like,
very important.
when
yes.
people go quiet, you should know.
Yeah.
You should know something's
Or
happening.
like if they if
Yeah.
they like lost a loved one. For me, if you're my friend, I stop.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm here for you.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what to say to you, but I'm gonna be there for you, give you food,
Yeah.
take care of whatever you need. Like I'm gonna be action oriented. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
say
yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Just tell me what you need, or I'll just do it.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that's also a tell of deep friendship. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, I love y'all.
I love you.
Oh,
We're gonna need a part 3.
We're going to
We
need
did
to
not
do
say
this like
everything we
once
need to
a
say.
month.
I know.
Yeah.
Just check in.
So
friend,
much.
friend check in.
We're genuinely going to continue this after recording, guys.
Yeah.
I think we're cut already at this point. But let's say bye.
We're going to get food now.
Okay,
Bye.
Kat,
Ingat.
Ingat.